I heard my wife's voice 3 years after we buried her. Not in a dream, not in my head. She was angry, and what she said that night saved my life. My name's Jack. I lost my wife, Ellen, in 2006. No warning, no long illness. One ordinary morning she was there, smiling at me over coffee, and by evening she was gone, just like that. People always tell you, time heals all wounds. That's a lie. Time doesn't heal anything. You just learn how to carry the hole inside your chest. You get used to the silence where her laugh used to be. You get used to setting the table for one instead of two. After Ellen died, I changed. I shut down. Stopped answering the phone, stopped going out. I kept busy working in the yard, fixing things that didn't need fixing. Anything to stay out of my own head. It was the fall of 2009. My daughter Sarah had just moved into a new house with her husband. That night, I was out in my yard like always, tinkering under the porch light. I dropped my cell phone straight into a bucket of dirty water, ruined it instantly. At first, I didn't think much of it, but later that evening it hit me. I didn't have a landline anymore. If anything happened to me out there alone, nobody would know. So I did something I almost never did. I got in my truck and drove across town to Sarah's house. It was already late. She was sick with the flu. I could see it in her pale face and tired eyes. Still, she got up to talk to me. I told her about the phone. She said she'd take care of it in the morning. I told her, "Don't worry about it tonight. I'll be fine." She gave me that worried smile of hers, stayed back so I wouldn't catch what she had, and said, "I love you, Dad." I drove home, sat down in my old recliner, and drifted off. Sometime in the middle of the night, I woke up halfway. The house was dead quiet, too quiet. For just a second, I thought I heard something, a faint voice, but I shook it off, told myself I was imagining things, and went back to sleep. Across town, my daughter wasn't sleeping anymore. Sarah told me later what happened. She said she heard her mother's voice, clear as day, right there in her bedroom. "Get your father a phone." She thought it was a dream, rolled over and tried to go back to sleep. Then it came again, louder, sharper. "Get your father a phone. Now!" Sarah sat straight up in bed. Her heart was pounding. She didn't wake her husband. She just got up, went to the closet, and started digging through boxes. She found an old phone, then another. She grabbed one that still worked, threw on some clothes, and got in her car. She said she didn't even know why she was doing it. She just knew she had to. Something deep inside her wouldn't let her ignore it. I woke up to the sound of my front door opening. "Dad?" I sat up, groggy and confused. "Sarah, what are you doing here?" She didn't explain much, just said she couldn't shake the feeling that I needed a phone tonight. She plugged it in, made sure it worked, gave me a quick hug, and left. At the time, it seemed odd, but I didn't think too hard about it. I went back to sleep. About an hour later, I woke up again. This time, something was seriously wrong. A sharp, twisting pain ripped through my stomach. I tried to stand up and the room spun. I barely made it to the bathroom before I started throwing up. It wasn't normal sickness. This was bad, real bad. Then I remembered. I had that phone now. I called Sarah. My voice was weak. I tried to play it down. "Honey, I'm not feeling too good, just a little stomach pain." But she knew me. She heard it in my voice. She was back at my house in minutes, helping me into her car and driving straight to the emergency room. The doctors didn't waste any time. They ran tests and got me admitted fast. My intestines had twisted, a condition called volvulus. They said if I'd waited even a few more hours, it could have turned deadly. I spent days in that hospital bed. When I finally started feeling better, Sarah sat down beside me and told me the whole story. About the voice, about how angry it sounded, about how it wouldn't let her rest until she got in that car. I didn't speak for a long time. I just stared at the wall, thinking. Because deep down, I already knew whose voice it was. It was Ellen, my wife. Even 3 years after we laid her to rest, she was still watching over me, still protecting me, still refusing to let me go before my time. Some people say, when you die, that's it. You're gone forever. But I know different now. Sometimes the people we love come back, not to haunt us, but to make sure we don't leave too soon. Thank you, Ellen. Wherever you are, I'm still here because of you, and I carry that with me every single day.